Today we're going to talk about something that keeps many engineers up at night. The moment you realize you need to stop treating code as your baby and start being a parent to your team. Hey there, if you're new here, I have spent over a decade in software development, with the past 7 years in leadership and the last 4 coaching technical leaders. Now to the video. Let's start with a promise that every new tech lead has made. I'm going to be a leader, but I will not stop coding. Sounds familiar? It's like promising yourself you will go to the gym tomorrow. We all know how that usually turns out. Picture this. You're about to begin your 5th meeting of the day, desperately trying to squeeze in 10 minutes of coding between calls, only to realize you have forgotten what you were working about by the time you open the IDE. Welcome to Tech Leadership. Here's the truth bomb. The skills that got you here won't get you there. Being a great coder is like being really good at making pizza. Just because you can make the world's best cheese pizza doesn't mean you are ready to run a restaurant. Let's talk about the 3 stages of tech lead transformation. Denial. I can totally code and lead at the same time. Bargaining. Maybe if I come in early and code before meetings start. Acceptance. Fine, I will close VS Code and open my calendar instead. The most valuable asset isn't your technical knowledge anymore. It's your problem-solving mindset and ability to adapt. Think of it this way. Your engineering degree might be outdated. Just look at those high school robotic teams putting out our old projects to shame. But your ability to learn and adapt never expires. Breaking down complex problems is still your superpower, except now instead of debugging code, you're debugging human interactions. And trust me, humans have way more unexpected edge cases than any code you have ever written. Your days will now be filled with reviewing pull requests, while resisting the urge to rewrite them your way, answering Slack messages, and pretending you understand all the memes, mentoring new team members, and realizing you sound just like those senior devs you used to roll your eyes at. Writing documentation, because apparently it works in my machine, isn't good enough anymore. Remember that code base you built from scratch? It's time to let others mess it up with their new ideas. Yes, it hurts. And no, you can't secretly refactor it at night. If you keep thinking of the code as yours, you are not a tech lead. You're just a developer with a fancy title who makes everyone's life harder. Your new role is about breaking down big problems into small ones, just like coding, but with people. Being patient and thorough. Yes, those code review skills are finally paying off. Staying curious and adaptable, because technology changes faster than your project's deadline. Here's something nobody tells you. The feedback loop in leadership is like watching paint dry compared to the instant gratification of coding. When you write code, you know immediately if it works. With leadership, you might not know for months if that decision you made was brilliant or a complete disaster. Want to be an effective tech lead? Start by prioritizing your team's need before your own coding desires, spending those first crucial hours of the day and blocking others, learning to have those uncomfortable conversations. Yes, even with that developer who thinks comments are for the weak. Remember, becoming a tech lead isn't about stopping coding entirely. It's about recognizing that your impact now comes from multiplying the effectiveness of others rather than maximizing your own code output. So, are you ready to close that IDE and open your mind to leadership? Then I believe you will really like this video. If you are still here, you are a legend. Tell me in the comments, what do you think of the new studio setup? Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.